Partners. We do a lot of work with Make-A-Wish, and they do awesome things. Hey, let's get back to this hurricane. I just talked with my sister. She's over on the other side of the state in Palm City near West Palm. Thousands of people without power over there. They just put the hurricane shutters up this morning because they kept getting new alerts.
Yeah, but it's not even going straight to that side, right?
No, it's really been central and eastern Florida, though, that has taken the brunt of these tornadoes over the past recent hours. And, you know, tropical landfalling systems, they're notorious for producing tornadoes. But, boy, what an afternoon. Quite the outbreak of tornadoes today south of Orlando and Tampa. In fact, if you look underneath all of that lightning on the East Coast, there are still some big tornadoes underway as we speak. I've seen some wedge tornadoes out here well in advance, of course, of Milton that have been moving across the peninsula of Florida throughout the day. So that's what this band here represents. The actual core, Milton itself, still parked just off the west coast. And you can see it's in these bands that are spiraling around the center. Occasionally you'll see some lightning in here. That's where you're going to find those 120-mile-an-hour winds. And remember, in this instance, it's the south side of the storm that's the dirty side. While there may not be much rain down here, this is where the ocean is still being pushed inland in tandem with the winds. North of the center, your winds are actually offshore, and that may help Tampa Bay out at least initially. But of course, as the storm moves inland, those winds will pivot back around and very well could draw some of that water back in there. But you can see the worst of the conditions are just about to begin unfolding from around Sarasota north up towards Brayton and St. Petersburg into the Tampa area. And again, these bands begin to come on shore. That's where you're going to find those 120-mile-an-hour sustained winds. So this is very much so still in the opening stages or opening phases of this landfalling system. Down to a Cat 3, we expected that to happen with sustained winds of 120. So it looks like from Sarasota up towards St. Petersburg, anywhere in that area could take a direct landfall. And then the storm will move inland south of Orlando as a Category 1 hurricane, and then probably reemerge into the Atlantic before it gets the boot all the way out into the Atlantic Ocean away from the mainland of the U.S. But in the meanwhile, you've got flooding, catastrophic rains in places near and close to Orlando back towards Tampa. Now, the reason why we're so concerned about where the core comes ashore, because near and south of the core is where you'll have the highest water rises pushed by those very strong winds to generate waves. So if it comes ashore there towards the mouth of Tampa Bay, very close around the St. Petersburg area, St. Petersburg, Brayton and Sarasota, Venice, down towards Fort Myers, will take the greatest onshore push from the Gulf of Mexico. And Tampa Bay itself, with the wind staying out of the northeast, that would help cut down on the surge potential in the bay, although as the storm pushes away, we could still see that come up some. So either way, it's going to be a rough next couple of hours as we watch for landfall here, probably late this evening based off the speed of the storm. Here locally close to home, our weather tranquil through the weekend, but then early next week, it turns chilly on us. Look outside. What a beautiful fall day. Not a cloud in the sky this afternoon. We topped out at 75. That's our current temperature. Most of us are generally in the mid-70s, from Westchester to Mason, White Oak, Covington, Fort Wright, coming in at 76, 75 in Florence. Tonight will be another chilly one, though. Once the sun goes down, those temperatures will quickly tumble through the 50s. We'll get down to about 47 for an overnight low. Tomorrow's going to be a great fall day, maybe just a smidge cooler than today with a little bit of a northeasterly breeze. We'll only top out in the low 70s tomorrow versus the mid 70s like today, but still gorgeous. Here's your 7-day forecast. Friday, we're up to 75. I still think we get to 80 over the weekend. And then the bottom falls out of the temperatures. That cold front comes in here Sunday evening. Look what it does to our highs next week. Talk about October and fall like. That's downright chilly. Highs probably stuck in the 50s to begin the new week. And as I've been saying, Mike and Ashley, I certainly think next week, early next week, could bring us the potential for our first frost of the season.
All right, Kevin, thanks so much. Speaking of frost, still ahead.